Welcome to ACE Geometry. I'm Mrs. Weibark. ACE Geometry is an accelerated version of the 10th grade geometry that is normally taught over 2 trimesters. What makes ACE ACE is that it is an accelerated version of the same course. Therefore, students in ACE Geometry will learn all of the same knowledge and skills in 1 trimester that 10th graders usually learn in 2 trimesters. Because the course moves very quickly, students sometimes find it a challenge to master all of the same content in just 12 short weeks. Therefore, this year we're going to use a new format called Flipping the Classroom. You might wonder, what is flipping the classroom? In a traditional classroom format, the teacher often provides direct instruction, or what you might think of as lecture, and students typically do homework problems at home where they practice what they've learned in class. This works really well in a traditional classroom as long as there's time to do homework review and practice problems in class. However, in ACE Geometry, because of the fast-paced nature of the class, there often isn't time for such practice and activities of that nature during class. Therefore, we're going to flip the classroom, which means that instead of students doing homework at home, it's like doing homework in the classroom and doing lecture or direct instruction at home. In order to do that, students will be watching videos of the lecture. All the content that would normally be provided in class, in which students would take notes and such, will be provided via a video. Since students will be watching the lectures at home, class time will be spent doing problems, projects, quizzes, tests, all those kinds of traditional activities that are often done in the classroom, such as bell work, etc. At home, students will watch the videos. There'll be approximately 3 to 4 per week, and as they watch them, they can complete their notes in a course packet. All students will be provided with a course packet like this, which has a place for them to create their notes. One of the benefits of using a video instead of a traditional in-class lecture is that students are welcome to pause and stop as frequently as they need to until they have all the content written down. In order to facilitate easier note-taking for the students, I have also provided on the class website a set of vocabulary for each unit. Geometry is a math class that has rich vocabulary. There are lots of new words and new content for us to learn, and it's really important that students grasp all of the vocabulary so that we're all speaking the same language, so to speak. Since this is the first year that I will be flipping the classroom, my intention is that all of us will work together, meaning the students and I, for the first half of the course using the new format. At the middle of the course, we'll take a moment, evaluate whether or not we think it's working for students, whether they are able to benefit as much from this format as a traditional one, and therefore whether we will continue. Also at that time, students have to take the test-out test, as we call it, for the first half of geometry. So, traditionally, 10th graders take geometry for 2 trimesters. In order for the ACE students to receive the same amount of credits in 1 semester as they would for two trimesters, what we will be doing is giving them the opportunity to test out of the first half of geometry. So we will be reviewing that material, covering it in the first few weeks of class, and then students will take a test in which they have to get at least a 78% in order to get full credit for the class. All of the information that students need to be successful in this class are posted on our class wiki, and there you will find all of the information you need. For instance, there's a class syllabus, so if you happen to lose your copy and you would like to take a look at the class syllabus, which includes grading and all of the other traditional items that are included, that's there. Each week or two, I post the Geo Agenda. It has all of the assignments, quizzes, projects, tests, all the important deadlines, topics of discussion, etc. for each week that we are in class. And there will also be a copy of the blank notes for the course packet. Students do not need to print those blank notes unless they actually lose their course packet and would like to make a second copy for themselves. This class also uses Glencoe Geometry. This is the same exact textbook that the 10th graders use, and we'll be using it for the whole 12 weeks of our course. In order for students to be successful in the flipping the classroom format, it is critical that students watch the lectures in a timely manner before coming to class. The expectation is that students will watch 3 or 4 videos in the evening. If they do not watch the videos, when they come to class, they'll be unprepared to do the practice problems, to participate in the group projects, and things of that nature. In order to help students manage their time, we are going to do everything we can to post our videos a week at a time. Therefore, if you know that you have a busy evening coming up, you're always welcome to work ahead and take a look at the videos. In closing, I just want to share with you that geometry has always been my favorite math subject, and I'm very excited to be teaching ACE Geometry again this year. Together, we're going to be learning a lot of new concepts, doing some fun and interesting projects, and learning a lot from one another. I've always thought of geometry as being a very hands-on math subject, and I hope that all of you will come to enjoy and appreciate it as much as I do. Thank you, and again, welcome to ACE Geometry.